Have you ever wondered why everyone keeps talking about Alex Eala's next tournament, her next ranking, or her next opponent? But almost nobody is asking what might actually be the biggest decision of her entire career. Because the truth is, every rising tennis star eventually reaches a moment where talent alone is no longer enough. There comes a point when every choice begins to matter. Not just the shots you hit on the court, but the decisions you make away from it. And for Alex Eala, that moment may be closer than many people realize. Most fans think the biggest challenge for a young tennis player is beating higher-ranked opponents, winning bigger tournaments, breaking into the top 20, or even chasing a Grand Slam title. Those goals are incredibly important, but history has shown us that many talented players never reach their full potential, not because they lacked ability, but because they made the wrong career decisions at the wrong time. Some played too many tournaments and burned themselves out. Others changed coaches at the worst possible moment. Some chased ranking points instead of long-term development. Others rushed their comeback from injuries and spent months trying to recover. Professional tennis is filled with stories like these. That's why Alex Eala's next chapter may be defined by decisions rather than headlines. Every week, fans celebrate rankings and victories. But behind every successful season is a team making hundreds of important choices that the public never sees. Which tournaments should she enter? Which events should she skip? Should she play another week in search of more ranking points? Or take time to recover before the next major event? Those decisions may sound simple, but at the highest level, they can completely change a player's season. Imagine playing almost every single week. Different countries, different time zones, different weather, different court surfaces. Your body is constantly adapting. Your mind is constantly under pressure. One extra tournament might bring valuable ranking points, but it could also leave you physically exhausted before a Grand Slam. That's why the smartest players don't always play the most tennis. Sometimes, they choose not to play. It's a decision fans often misunderstand. People see a withdrawal and immediately assume something is wrong. In reality, many of the world's best players carefully manage their schedules because they know a long career is built through smart planning, not constant competition. Alex Eala is now reaching the stage of her career where those choices become increasingly important. Every season, expectations grow. Every tournament attracts more attention. Every victory creates new pressure. The question is no longer whether she belongs on the biggest stages. She's already shown that she can compete there. The bigger question is how she builds a career that lasts for many years instead of only one exciting season. Another decision that quietly shapes every professional player is development. When a young player starts winning more matches, there's always a temptation to focus only on immediate success. Win more, earn more, climb the rankings faster. But the greatest champions usually think differently. They continue improving the small details even while they're winning. A stronger serve, a more reliable second serve, better movement, smarter shot selection, improved fitness, greater emotional control during difficult moments. Those improvements don't create viral headlines overnight, yet they're often the reason champions stay at the top for years. Alex Eala has already shown a willingness to keep learning instead of believing she has all the answers. That mindset could become one of her greatest strengths, because tennis never stops evolving. Opponents study your matches. Coaches analyze your patterns. Players begin preparing specifically for your game. What worked one season may not work the next. That's why adaptation is often more valuable than raw talent. There's another decision that fans rarely think about: the people you surround yourself with. Every successful athlete depends on more than individual ability. Behind every great career is a team. Coaches, fitness trainers, physiotherapists, sports psychologists, family support. Each person contributes in a different way. Choosing the right people can accelerate a career. Choosing the wrong environment can slow it down. As Alex Eala continues growing, building the right support system will remain just as important as improving her forehand or backhand. And then there's the pressure that comes with success. The higher a player climbs, the more expectations increase. Every loss becomes bigger news. Every victory creates even higher expectations for the next tournament. Handling that attention is another challenge that can't be measured by rankings. Some athletes become overwhelmed by expectations. Others learn to use that pressure as motivation. Alex has already experienced what it's like to represent not only herself but millions of fans who celebrate every milestone she achieves. That responsibility is inspiring, but it's also demanding. The best athletes understand that they cannot control public expectations. They can only control their preparation, their attitude, their effort, and their decisions. Perhaps that's the most valuable lesson in professional tennis. Champions aren't created by one spectacular victory. They're created through hundreds of smart decisions made over many years. Most of those decisions never appear in interviews. They never become trending topics. Fans never hear about them. But those quiet moments often determine whether a promising player becomes a great champion. Alex Eala's journey is still being written. Her biggest trophies may still be ahead. Her highest ranking may still be ahead. Her greatest victories may still be ahead. But before those achievements arrive, there will almost certainly be difficult choices. Choices between short-term success and long-term growth. Between taking every opportunity and protecting her future. Between doing what is popular and doing what is best for her career. Those are the decisions that define legends. And perhaps that's why the next few years will be so fascinating to watch. Not simply because of who Alex Eala plays, but because of the choices she makes along the way. Those choices may never receive the same attention as a championship trophy. Yet years from now, when people look back at her career, they may realize that the most important victory wasn't won during a match at all. It was won through the quiet, thoughtful decisions made long before anyone was watching. And if those decisions continue pointing in the right direction, Alex Eala's story may only be getting started. The tennis world is watching her next match. But the people who understand the sport are also watching something else. Her next move. Because sometimes the biggest decision in a champion's career isn't the one that makes the loudest noise. It's the one that quietly changes everything. There's one more reason this stage of Alex Eala's career feels so important. Every great athlete eventually reaches a point where opponents stop underestimating them. Early in a career, surprising a higher-ranked player can happen because the opponent doesn't fully understand your game. But after a series of impressive performances, that advantage begins to disappear. Coaches start studying every match, looking for patterns, strengths, and possible weaknesses. Future opponents arrive with detailed game plans instead of assumptions. That changes everything. It means Alex Eala can no longer rely on surprising people. She has to keep evolving. Every new season brings new challenges, and every successful tournament raises the standard even higher. That's why continuous improvement becomes the most valuable skill any player can have. The exciting part is that Alex has already shown signs of embracing that challenge. She has continued developing her all-around game, competing against stronger opponents, and gaining valuable experience on some of the biggest stages in professional tennis. Those experiences can't be measured by a single ranking or one memorable victory. They become part of a player's foundation, preparing them for even greater moments in the future. So when fans ask what comes next for Alex Eala, the answer may not be found in one match or one tournament. It will be found in the countless decisions she makes every day, how she trains, how she prepares, how she learns from victories, and how she responds to setbacks. Those quiet moments, repeated over months and years, often shape careers far more than any single trophy ever could. And if she continues making those decisions with patience, discipline, and a long-term vision, the next chapter of her journey could be even more exciting than anything we've seen so far. That's what makes her future so fascinating. Not just the possibility of winning more matches, but the possibility of becoming one of the most complete players of her generation.